Hey guys, this is Dr. Ruby. You're probably here because you've been asked to write a teaching philosophy. So I'm going to walk you through some of the steps that I used when I wrote mine and when I taught college students, future teachers, to write their own teaching philosophy. I think the first thing that's really important to know is what exactly is a philosophy. If you look it up in the dictionary, you learn that philosophy literally means love of wisdom. What exactly do you do when you have a teaching philosophy? So my definition, and please join me as we venture into the realm of using multiple modalities. I don't try to baby you, but I do realize that things get into people's brains in different ways. Some people learn best via song, some through words, some through visuals, and then some through what we call bodily kinesthetic or movement. So when I do the movements, it's not because I think that you're a baby. It's because literally I believe, part of my philosophy, that there are signals that are sent via movement using your hands, and they go up through the neural networks into your spinal cord, into your brain, and then the magic happens. My definition of, what we do when we have a philosophy is you reflect on the world around you, you see how things fit together, and you build a set of beliefs that guide your decision making. You reflect on the world around you, you see how things fit together, and you build a set of beliefs that guide your decision making. I'm going to help you make that definition part of your long-term memory. This is key in the way that I teach. I believe that insights come about and new epiphanies come about in our minds as a result of securing new knowledge into our long-term memory and then sort of allowing that new knowledge to do what Francis Crick termed oscillations. And an oscillation is sort of like a repetition of a pattern or a movement. And I really believe, I'm not a neurologist, I'm not into neuroscience, but I have this innate belief that the outer world reflects the inner world. So, we have planets and galaxies that are moving around, oscillating, revolving, rotating. You look at microbiology and atoms, it's the same kind of thing. We have the nucleus of the atom, and then electrons move in this repetitious orbit around the center. So intuition tells me, and like my gut instinct is that something happens in our brains. I know we have firing of neurons, and there are chemicals, there are, things that cross membranes. It just makes so much sense to me that when you have something in your long-term memory, it's there for good, and it becomes part of this, what we call the oscillation, where all these different things you're learning circulate and you pick them up and put them together in new ways. And that's where your insights and your epiphanies come from. Okay, that's a long, drawn-out explanation for just the definition of teaching philosophy, but it'll give you an idea of where you're headed with me and whether you want to continue. A lot of the things that I do, I give away for free because I think everybody deserves to learn. Somewhere along the line, I might ask you to consider, making a judgment about what you've seen so far. If you like it, I'll direct you to some materials that you can pay for on Teachers Pay Teachers. That money, it isn't a lot of money, but it does help me keep going, buy supplies and technology and things like that, and it supports me. 10% of everything I make always goes back to a no-kill shelter here in Atlanta. Right now I'm looking at the Lifeline Project because every animal deserves a forever home. As always, thank you so much for your support. Reach out to me at Hey Dr. Ruby on Twitter, or visit my website, drjulierubinacci.com, for more information about learning to teach. And if you have a moment and you don't mind clicking on an ad or viewing some of the ads on my page or my YouTube, that also helps to support me and my work and the animals. Thanks, guys.